Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out the Recover Tactical G7 holster. Now, it doesn't look like much, a piece of thin plastic here, but it is kind of cool. You get this little piece here, and what it does is it'll clip right onto a pick rail of multiple firearms, and you're able to then insert it here. And you can run this right or left-handed, so you don't have to flip anything around. One covers both people, so if you're right-handed, your significant other is wrong-handed, you can have something for this, and then you're able to draw out of here. Now, the other cool thing is you can adjust it down here for the tension, so it's a little too tight. This one's brand new, so there's a little tight getting it in and out of there. All you gotta do is take this Allen key out right there. You're able to clip it on the bottom. You can actually adjust the cant, so how you wanna have this setting. You're able to loosen the bolt here, and you can turn that. Able to change the draw angle if there's something you'd prefer. So today we are going to run it with our Smith & Wesson M&P 5.7. We are going to run it with our Springfield Echelon, and then we're going to run it with our trusty dusty Glock 19 Gen 5, and we're also going to run it with the light, so we're going to show you how you do that. We're also going to run it suppressed, so you can see kind of the different varieties you can run with this holster. So let's get out to the important stuff. Let's get out to shooting. So out here with our G7 holster, you can see it does cover the trigger guard. This is kind of a skinnier, longer firearm too. This is our Smith & Wesson 5.7. So we're going to try to run it here. I'm going to just do a couple draws, see how comfortable it is, and then I'm going to run a timer and see what it feels once I kind of get comfortable with it, right? Oh, good if I racked her up there. There she is. Let's try that again. So for my draw, 1.46, not too bad. So I got 5 shots off in 2.25, 1.3, so it does come up nice and easy. And you can adjust the tension, which is something I think we need to do, because you can see, it's not going anywhere though. It's actually in there. This is, again, a pretty slim firearm. You can move it around to left-handed if you needed to. I mean, I think it's a pretty decent holster so far. Let's finish these off, and we'll get the next gun in line. Now that I've got the big iron on my hip, so you can even run this suppressed, which is kind of nice. You could actually have a holster for your firearm suppressor, but we'll see how good that works out right here. Oh, came back and got me. Holster that pretty quickly. So let's see if it could actually pick it up. So it's too quiet to pick up with my shot timer. So we'll just draw a couple more times. Holstering's pretty easy too. I mean, it's really intuitive. It's pretty comfortable. You can really get it out of there. This is a little bit easier to get out than the Smith & Wesson, believe it or not. I can feel the difference. So now you can see how we have that on there, how it does go in there. You could even, leave this lock back and you should be able to holster this firearm. So if you wanted to have, it for class and they require you to make sure your chamber's open, you can still have it in there. And I mean, it's in there. I mean, I can bump this can jiggle it around, and it's not coming out. So let's show you how we could run it with a light on the bottom if you wanted to run this with a light. Maybe you're taking a night course or something like that. So unfortunately, it didn't fit on our Glock 19. This is made for the full size. I'm not sure if they make one for maybe a smaller firearm, but we tried that, and then we tried our 365 that I had with me, and it was just a little too big. It wouldn't be able to lock on there. Couldn't get in one of the first slots. So we're back out here with the Echelon, but we do have it here. As you can see, we've got a light. So it does make it pretty big, kind of honking. It's not going to give you such an intuitive spot where you can really hit those. You know what I mean? It's not going to make it as easy for you to reach that light. Now, maybe if I had a little bit smaller light, this is the TRL-2S, pretty beefy thing here. I like to have this on my home defense gun. But you can see, as I'm going in, I can bump it with my fingers, get into position, could hold down. So you can use a light on here, but let's see how easy it is to actually activate that light when we're shooting. Oh, gotta rack her up. She popped off. I didn't have it tight enough. So let me try to put it back on there. Yeah, I gotta get my screwdriver, tighten this up 1 second. Now that I remember to use the screwdriver to tighten the light properly, we're gonna try that again. Having some light primer strikes today with this buddy. So you can see that you can drill, you can drive, you can use a light, you can use a lot of different things. And for us, especially due to the fact that we use a lot of different styles of firearms, I think this is going to be great. It's going to give us a chance to actually run these from the draw. And as you can see, it's not terrible. You know what I mean? We'll see what longevity is like, see if it wears out. But right now, I mean, that's two guns. Basically a skinnier 5.7. We have our full-size Echelon here. Doesn't fit kind of those more compact firearms, so there's a little bit of a downside. We may have to look and see if we can get just another piece, because they do sell just this piece right here by itself, and I will show you, this is clear. But you can see they do sell just the plastic piece on the bottom by itself, so you could have this, you know, have a belt set up for different different firearms, and able just to run, you know, this piece right here, have it on different pieces of equipment out there. That way you can have different setups and you don't have to keep swapping out your holster. Or, you know, if you're trying to find that perfect gun for you, you could have this out there, but it is pretty quick and easy. There's just one Allen key, comes apart, 2 pieces. Clip it back on there. You can adjust here to make it a little bit looser. You can adjust up here to change the cant. So let's get to the table and we'll talk about it a little more. So here we are. We ran the holster a few different guns today. We really did like it. It's really easy to use. It's really intuitive. I think it's going to be good in the future for when we want to run different firearms. We actually want to do some draws and kind of get more tactical with it. Right? I'll be able to make some movement. It's not just going from low ready. So I think it's a definite win. I think you should pick one up. They're around $50. So if you're going to spend $50 on a holster you hate, you could pick this up and run it across a couple different guns, decide the gun you're in love with, and then purchase maybe a different holster if you wanted to get something different. But it's pretty easy. It locks on there. I need to tighten this up a little bit, but I mean, there is a little bit of movement on some of the firearms, but it wasn't too bad. This positioning is really easy. Again, there's an Allen key here, and there's even a hole. You can run it right through, break it. You can change the camber. You can also adjust right here, make it a little bit looser, tighter, depending on the firearm you have. You saw today I was able to draw very easily. I was able to holster very easily, and then that's not going anywhere, right? It's in there. It's secure. You can shake this up and down. You've really got to put some force into getting out there, and you do have a trigger guard on there, so you can't just get into the trigger. Now there is some space on the sides, or maybe you could hook something, but for the most part, I think this is going to be a good, a good investment. I think it's something good for us to be able to run. And again, if you have multiple firearms out there, I think this would be a good choice for you. So thanks for checking out the channel. I hope you like this little gear review, and we'll see you next time on Family Firearm Reviews.
Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Comment below. We want to hear from you. Get more content from family firearm reviews by joining our Patreon and checking out the links in the description.